You are listening to Hawks Live, presented by the Dining District at the Bellevue Collection. The show is every Thursday right here at 7 o'clock on Seattle Sports, 710, broadcasting live from Bellevue Square Center Court. Now, this talented individual is from South Carolina. Is it Irmo?
Irmo.
He graduated from Irmo High School, where he played all over the field, but mostly at middle linebacker. First team All-State, Shrine Bowl participant. His senior year, he had 232 tackles, goodness gracious, 4 sacks, 8 fumbles, took his talents to the University of South Carolina. 3-year player who began his career as a freshman All-American in 2022 and capped his career as a first-team All-American in 2024. Appeared in 37 games with 36 starts over 3 years, 244 tackles and 6 interceptions, returning 2 for touchdowns. Drafted by the Seahawks in the 2nd round, number 35 overall. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for rookie safety Nick Emmanwori. Man, you got a hell of a resume, dog.
Hey,
that was a lot right there,
that
man.
Sounds good what you say. I'm kind of reminiscing a little bit.
Right? Got to feel that a little bit, man. Well, welcome to the Northwest, man. The people love having you. It was hard to see you go down early that first week, but we're glad you're back. And how's it feel out there?
Man, I feel good, man. Just being back on the field. You know, I got hurt the first drive. You know, my first tackle. You know, a little unfortunate, but you know, I'm back. You know, just trying to get back accustomed, and glad to be back with the team and the guys. So.
Nothing like stepping into your first NFL game, getting injured right away, and having to experience the whole NFL rehab process right away. What was that like? Just kind of, we all know you want to be out there, but tell us about that process.
Honestly, it was real tough. I ain't gonna lie. I was never really one of those hurt dudes in college, so coming here, you know, I was kind of like, wasn't really expecting it. Like, I didn't really have a hurt or a background of just being injured. So, talking to a lot of my vets in the room and stuff, just telling me how to approach it. You know, just be a pro about it. Don't fall behind, because like the moment you start losing focus and stuff, you know, when you get back out there, you'll lose a step. So I was really focused in the meetings and stuff, attacking the rehab, just trying to get back. It was really hurting me a little bit though, like watching guys out there fly around and stuff, you know. So, but all that's in the past now. So.
Yep, just looking forward, man. You played SEC football, so you played in front of a whole bunch of folks. I went down and played Auburn one year, so I got to feel it a little bit. What's it? How do the 12s compare to an SEC type crowd?
Nothing like it. I can't even lie. I'm not even joking. You know, playing in the SEC, a lot of great environments. LSU, Alabama, our stadium. Everywhere is like real loud. But the guys wasn't joking when they said the 12s are like super loud. Like, you know, I kind of, you know, I went to the SEC, so I'm like, all right, we'll see. But first game in there, like, it was rocking. Like, you literally can't hear your own teammate right beside, you know, if we're trying to communicate or something, you literally can't hear. So it's an advantage to us, you know. It makes the offense, the opposing team's offense playing there, makes it hard for them. So
how's that been going? We talk about how loud the crowd is, but I know on defense, you guys have to kind of communicate non-verbally, right? So you're using hand signals, you know, whatever you're doing. How's that been? How's that adjustment? Because is that something you've had to do before?
Yeah, I never really had to do that before. You know, they make a big emphasis, like super huge emphasis about like the crowd noise, like making sure you know what the call is, making sure you can communicate to the guys and stuff, like, you know, because teams are going out there fast. They try to attack us with tempo. They'll try to like hurry up and catch us off guard, cause knowing that it's loud. So we just got to make sure we're adjusted real good and can't get caught lacking out there. So.
Man, I do pre-draft analysis, and I had you as a first-round grade. So I was so surprised to see you slip to number 35. Did that put a chip on your shoulder? And then what was that whole process like for you?
Yeah, it was tough, man. You know, I kind of, you know, hit me hard. Hit me hard a little bit. But, you know, like they say, it doesn't really matter where you get drafted, man. It's not really how you start, it's how you finish. So, yeah, you know, I expected to be a first-round pick, but, you know, a lot of teams just needed something different at the moment. And, you know, I'm glad the Seahawks picked me up, took a chance on me. But, yeah, I definitely took that personal. You know, I remember, like, the day after, you know, like, I made my own, like, it's personal list in my phone and the notes, like, you know, naming all the teams and, like, specific moments. So I always carry that, like, on my sleeves and stuff, like, you know, just a little extra motivation I needed. So
love it.
You know, coming into Seattle as a big body safety, a lot of people are going to make the comparison to Cam Chancellor.
Yeah.
So first off, Cam was one of my teammates. Just saw him last week. You got the side. I don't want to get hit by you either. Cam was one of those guys. I was so happy he was on my team. Never got hit by him. Looking at you, I'm like, all right, I'm glad I don't have to get hit by Nick now. But have you had any communication with Cam at all since you've been here, and what's that been like, kind of getting his feedback on things?
Yeah, I talked to Cam. I remember, like, right when I got drafted, it was a coincidence, you know, because Richard Sherman called my name for the draft, you know, so I wasn't really expecting that. And then Cam Chancellor, like, hit me up after I got drafted, and we exchanged numbers and stuff. So we've been keeping in touch. And then I met him for the first time, like, during, like, a preseason scrimmage. And I was just like, dang, this dude's, like, sizing him up a little bit, like, checking out his arms. Like, he really big, you know?
Yeah.
You know, asking people, like, we the same size, but, you know, his arms were a little bit thicker and stuff. So, but, yeah, me and him keeping good touch, man. I'm always asking for pointers a little bit. I don't think he wants to get, like, too involved with my career, but, you know, like, he just wants to give me, like, a little bit of pointers here and there, you know? So he's a great person. He was a great player.
What are your thoughts on this defense? I know last week was tough, right? You put up, they put up 38 points, but I was telling people that's just 1 week. If you look at the body of work of this defense, you guys have been pretty solid. What do you like about this defense?
Yeah, man, this defense got some dogs, man, and unfortunately, like, we haven't our whole defense hasn't even been out there at one time, and I think we were like top 4, top 5 in the NFL. So like, imagine when everybody's healthy, you know, everybody's on the field together. You know, we got Spoon, J Love, me, Coby, Reek Woolen, Leo, Jay Reed, Ernest Jones. Like, the defense is stacked and loaded. So. Just imagine when we're all out there together, like, the offense is going to have a hard time trying to get the ball past us and stuff. So that's just a sight to see. You know, last week was just a disappointment for us all. You know, we took that on the chin real hard, and, you know, we got goals we set early in the season that we wanted to be the best defense in the NFL. And, you know, sometimes we got a little bit of adversity, but we got to get past that, and we're going to continue to grow and get forward and get better with that. We got a chip on our shoulder this week for sure. So
So who out of all those guys out of that safety room has really kind of taken you under their wing? Who have you looked up to the most and kind of just picked their brain?
I'd probably say, you know, we got a good safety room, J Love and Coby for sure. But I'll probably say, like, me and Coby Bryant, we're real close. Like, I respect Coby a lot. He got a competitive edge about him that, you know, I respect a lot. Like, man, he take everything personal, which I can, you know, I like to do like that. Like, you know, whatever it's someone catching the ball on him in practice or him, you know, like, he takes everything personal. His mindset kind of drives the safety room, and, like, I kind of, like, try to emulate it. He practices, like, so hard. You know, he runs to every ball. Everything's like 1,000% with him. So, like, try to, like, watch him, and he's kind of, like, been taking me under his wing and stuff. So.
Tell me about your family. I think, man, pre-draft, you got 2 parents who are in education.
Yeah.
And you have any brothers and sisters too?
Yeah, I got 4 older brothers, no sisters. So I'm the youngest of 5 boys. So
you're the toughest one then.
Tough. I'm the biggest one too.
Are you?
It's just crazy. So you know, after I hit my growth spurt a little bit, you know, all the bullying and
all that had to stop.
That went out the window.
Yeah, real quick.
Have you had the family come out to Seattle yet?
Yeah, they came out here for the Niners game, which is, you know, the first game. They all came out there, you know, watched me play, watched, you know, the little five plays I had. But even after that, we still went out to eat. But they'll be back up here for a lot more games too.
What was one of the things you did around Seattle with the fam? Would you go show them?
I took them to the waterfront down there in Seattle. Just wanted them to see what that looked like. That was when I went down there myself. It was amazing. You know, they built that real nice. A lot of good restaurants down there. Great things to do down there. You can walk. You can get on the scooter, bike, look out in the water. So it took them to the waterfront and. Took it to a restaurant down there. I think it was Vindictive Wings. That was a great wing spot I went to. Had some great wings, and we just, you know, chilled and showed them around the city a little bit.
What's so difficult about this offense, man? Seahawks offense. JSN's been going nuts. It's been fun to watch. I mean, us being receivers, we appreciate that. What do you appreciate about the offense?
Yeah, the offense, man, I think they're real multiple. I think they're doing a great job. And I know a lot of people had a lot of doubts about Sam Darnold, but coming in from training camp and stuff, like he was always on. He's always the same dude. He's leading our offense real well. We got a lot of great weapons. You know, we got 2 great running backs, K9 and Zach. Great receivers. Torrey, he's a fellow rookie. He's killing it. Cooper Kupp, he's making plays. And JSN, man, he's been unbelievable. Like, you know, in practice, he's so poised. He's detailed as a route runner. And, you know, a lot of people didn't really expect him to, like, blow up on the outside. It was kind of like questions about, like, if he can go vertical and be a deep threat. But he's been great doing that. Like, so I'm excited for this offense to grow. And they've been clicking and stuff. So the offense is rolling right now. Whenever the defense gets back and we're all together and healthy, like, I think we'll be a dangerous team to watch out for, especially, you know, a deep playoff run for sure. So we just, you know, we're the only people that know that in the building. You know, a lot of other teams around probably doubting us or whoever's not really thinking that, but we know that ourselves. So we're just waiting for that moment to come.
Hey, I believe it.
Yeah.
On that, you talked about Charbonnet, you talked about Kenneth Walker, JSN. Now, you're kind of a hybrid safety yourself, right? Like, you can play the back end, you can step into the box, stop the run game. Where do you see yourself mostly? Like, what position, if you had to pick, would you be kind of that hard-nosed run stopper? Would you be on the back end making interceptions? I'm gonna have a follow-up to that too.
I honestly don't know, really.
Yeah.
Like, I never really, I like doing everything. Like, I like covering dudes. I like playing deep. I like going to get the ball.
Yeah.
I like going to rush the quarterback. I like hitting the running back. So it's like, I can't really pinpoint what I like doing. I just like playing defense. Like, I can do it. That's what I pride myself in, like being able to do everything.
Right.
Like a positionless player. You can't really put a tag on me. I like giving the offense trouble. Like, they can't figure out if I'm blitzing. They don't know if I'm guarding the slot. They don't know if I'm like what I'm doing, where I'm at. So our OC Clint, he always tells me like I'm kind of like a problem to like to figure out and like try to scheme around. So.
Yep.
So I want to ask this then: when you're in practice, you guys are inside run. Wideouts always go 7-on-7. We don't want to get involved in that blocking. Are you out there? Are you doing one-on-ones against the wideouts, or are you inside run? Or you do it both?
I do it both.
You do it both?
I start at one-on-ones, get me like 2 reps at one-on-ones, and then Coach Mike calls me down to like the team inside run, and then I get a couple of run fits. So they got me all over the place. And even there in Indy, they got me going with the corners. Some days they got me with the safeties. Some days I'm with the linebackers trying to learn what they're doing, and then down there with the edges, like trying to like get fits and stuff. So, Coach Mike gave me a great plan, and we talk a lot about it, about like what he sees from me and stuff. So. It's just the start of something crazy and the beginning of something great.
So my first game was against the Niners, and you probably don't know this dude because I'm a bit older than you, and he's older than me. But Rossum was a returner, and I used to use him in Madden all the time. And I'll never forget, I walked up to him like, hey, just a pleasure to be out here with you. That's when I realized, I'm like, all right, I'm really in this league. Have you had that moment yet where you're kind of lined up or on the field with somebody that you watched growing up?
Not yet. Yeah, I haven't had that welcome to the league or like, wow, I'm actually playing this person. I think maybe like for a brief moment, that first game when I had like that, it was me and George Kittle were basically gonna have like a little matchup, and I seen them like lining up across the field, and I was like, all right, we finna go down, like it's finna be a game. So I kind of had like a brief moment there, but I haven't had that moment yet, so.
You looking forward to matching up against Travis Hunter at all this?
Always, yeah, always. I'm ready for that matchup. He's a great player too. I kind of, he went number 3 in the draft or number 2, whatever. But, I think he's a great player. I know I'm a great player too. So, I kind of every week I go into the game. They whatever. I really don't like look at the other team who they got. I know what I can do, and I know I'm talented too. So, I watch film and see how I match up and see where I can make my plays and just. I think they got to deal with me. That's how I kind of think. It's not like I'm trying to match up with him. I think it's like you got to deal. You got to figure out how to stop me or how to stop me from ruining y'all day. So
yeah,
nice.
He's got me hyped right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Ready to go.
Let's go. All right, man. We appreciate you taking time on Thursday. Get up one more time for Nick Emmanwori.